Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 10 of Magic and Missiles, and today we're going to get started with getting a few new tools, and for me showing you what I've been up to. I've been playing off camera for a little while, and just organizing a few things and getting some other things, I don't know, just fixed, pretty much. I've been having some crash issues lately and haven't really figured out why, so hopefully we don't have too many today. One of the things that I complained about last episode was just dying so easily, so I made myself some obsidian armor, and as you can see, it's pretty worn already, so that kind of tells you how much I've been playing off camera. But I also found that you can make obsidian tools. So today we're going to make something called a paxel, and what it is basically it's a mix between a pick, an axe, and a shovel. And we're going to make it the obsidian one because it has the highest hit points, or the highest durability of 3,000. You can make osmium, bronze, lapis, glowstone, and so forth and so on. But as you can see, even diamond is only 1,561 as opposed to the obsidian, which is 3,000. So I'm going to show you how to make the obsidian ingots. And so the way you do that is you take some obsidian. And I'm just going to take a couple pieces because I've already got some made up. And you want to throw it into the enrichment chamber, and that's going to make some dirty obsidian dust. So then you take that dirty obsidian dust and a piece of osmium. As you can see, I've got some right here. Let's see, a piece of osmium. Let's go ahead and keep that in our inventory and grab some more of this because we're going to need it. And you throw it into an osmium compressor. And it's 2 to 1, so 1 osmium to 2 dirty obsidian will give you an obsidian ink. Like so. So now I'm not sure if it's going to let me use this axe or not, since it's not 100% durability. So we're going to go ahead and make up enough of this stuff to make a pick, an axe, and a shovel. And you can see from the recipe right here, you need all each one. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook up. Okay guys, I'm back, and I made up the tools. I went ahead and tested to see if it'd let me use this axe, and it would not, so I just made another one. So we're going to go ahead and throw these in here like so. And there we have our obsidian paxel. Now, another thing to note here, if you look at my iron sword, it says it has a 6 attack damage. The paxel has 13, so this is actually going to be my tools and my weapon right at the moment. Now, you can make an obsidian sword, which has an attack damage of 14, but for the hassle of having to switch weapons, I'm just going to stay with the paxel. So now that we got that done, it's dark, so let's go ahead and see if we can sleep real quick, and I'll show you a few of the other things that I've gotten done while off camera. I made up a arborist chest, or not arborist, a bee chest, we'll just call it that, and I've already put some bees in here and whatnot. I did find a village off to the east, or well, actually more like southeast, and there was a beekeeper there, and I was able to trade him some dirt for, or not dirt, I'm sorry, some wood for some apiaries. And so I've been having these bees do quite a bit of work. And oh no! Stupid creepers. I just got this stuff filled in also. As you can see, I've got a big flat area here now. I used a filler from Buildcraft to do that, and it took me forever to get enough dirt to do it. And like I said, in my luck, here comes a stupid creeper and blows it up. So I'll fill this back in the rest of the way when I get a few minutes. I'm not going to do it all here on camera. Look at that, some guys sitting over there waiting for me. But anyway, as you can see, I've got some 3 apiaries here, which I got from the villagers. And I mean, they're producing honeycomb pretty good, and they're also producing a lot of flowers around here. But now another thing that bees do is they crossbreed trees. And as you can see right here, we have some leaves that are different than the normal leaves. So we're going to get a grafter here in a few minutes and come out here and find out what kind of saplings we're going to get from that. Now if you break them without a grafter, see there's another one here. Actually there's a couple there. There's one up there. And anyway, if you break them without the grafter, you most likely will not get a sapling. So we'll do that here in just a few minutes. The next thing we want to do is go check on our... Ooh, not going to stand for that, buddy. We're going to go check on our quarry, because it's actually making quite a bit of progress. And I want to... Yeah, see, I can see from here that it's been uncovering some oil, which means I'm going to have to stop it and clear up that oil, or else it just won't mine those areas. The water that's down in there, I put that there mainly so I could get up and down. So I'm not too concerned about that, but I am concerned about the oil. So we're going to go ahead and just break connection and stop the quarry for now. Like so. And yeah, if you see down there, it's not mining those areas where the oil is. So what I'll end up doing, or what I did before, is I made up some tin cans, and I went down there and basically just gathered the oil manually instead of having to run a pump down there and everything. And over here I just put the oil into the refinery, and I found, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I found out why my engine blew up before, and that is because the chunk line runs right between these two engines. So this engine here was being loaded by the chunk that the quarry is in, but the one right next to it, as well as the refinery and all of this here, was not. So this was basically just building up power here into these pipes and could not send it to the unloaded chunk, and it blew up. So what I've been doing is, when I leave this area, I've been turning these off, which is the only safe way to do it. And as you can see, I've got a lot of oil to process because of that. But we're going to go ahead and clear up this water real quick, because we really, unless we run into lava, we really don't need it running like that. And I'm not even going to continue running the quarry until I take care of that oil. That's just too much oil to pass up. And when we start our space program, we're going to need some fuel for our rockets. So you know, I want to save as much of that oil as possible. So let's take a look at how the space in our diamond chest is coming. Look at that, quite a bit of stuff. Some dirt. I was collecting the dirt because of filling in that area over there. So we'll go ahead and put that back in the filter. We don't need any more. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and take that out of here. And got obsidian. Boy, got a lot of coal. What the heck is this? To whom it may concern, I am writing this book in hopes that someday someone with the knowledge to use its contents will find it. The taint has started to take over the land to the east. The only way to stop it is to cleanse the land. Evil beings are called forth from beyond our dimension to bring the taint and corrupt the world. I have hidden a book beneath a great wood tree to the south in the magical forest. The tree is covered with spider webs and should be easy to spot. To my knowledge, it is the only copy of this book known to exist, though it is possible that the ancients may have given additional copies to the far reaches of the planet. Find the book and bring peace and cleansing to the world before it's too late. Azrael. He has hidden a book beneath a great wood tree to the south in the magical forest. Sounds like we have a quest, guys. Well, I'm pretty much done showing you the stuff I've been doing, so I say let's go on a quest. Let's go see if we can find this magical tree. I'm going to stop over here by this little hut that I made and grab the bed out of it because there's no telling how long this is going to take, and definitely don't want to have to fight off enemies all night long. So we'll go ahead and take this bed, I guess. Should have enough food. I don't even know how far away this this forest is, so yeah, this is south. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, and we're definitely not going to pass up stuff like beehives along the way. Parched comb. What is that? Huh. Never seen one of them before. We're going to start real soon with a lot of the forestry stuff. Now that we have bees producing our honeycombs and whatnot, we need to get us a centrifuge built and a few other items from forestry. Well, there's some blue trees. You think that's the magical forest? I would say it would almost have to be. That wasn't very far south. Hey, there's a horse. Hi, horse. Huh. That's kind of cool. That's one thing I haven't messed with yet is the horses and whatnot. I have seen that you can get donkeys. I'd like to have a donkey. Don't know why, I just do. Hey, there's some others. There's a gray one and gray and white. That's cool. Huh. Well. Wow, there's horses all over the place here. There's another one right over here, and there's one over here. But we're looking for a great wood tree with spider webs in it. A great wood tree with spider webs. Look at that, here's another beehive. Oh, two of them. There's one down here too. Well, I don't see great wood tree yet. Huh. That's some odd coloring. I do kind of like the brown and white horses like that. They're kind of neat looking. Oh! There's a great wood tree. Spider webs. What did the book say? Beneath a great wood tree. So I guess that means we have to dig. So... Aha! What is this? Another book. A Thaumanomicon? What the heck is that? Thaumium ingots, which I found some of those already before. A saddle. A name tag. Record disc and gunpowder. Well, I know what I can do with the saddle. And a name tag. I just know that from before. Oh crap, it's getting dark. Come on. Okay. Let's read this other book here. Alright, I have left these precious items here for the Chosen One to get started in fighting the Taint. Follow the teachings of the sacred book and use its teachings for good, and you will abolish the Taint and cleanse the world. Azrael. Well, it's from the same guy, so I assume he's talking about this thing called the Thaumanomicon, so let's take a look at it. Basic information. Plants and trees, great wood trees, silverwood trees. Alright guys, I'm gonna read through this book and see what I need to do in order to get started. But for now, I think this is a good wrapping up point, and I'll see y'all next time.